Taekwondo training. I'll be your instructor for today's show, Bob Lemire. Today we're going to come back and do a little more stick fighting. Maybe 2 or 3 times a year I try to throw this on the show. It's kind of fun. I have a bamboo, all right, bamboo probably a couple of feet long. You can use a cut-off broomstick or mop or whatever, or any kind of, as long as it's nice and light, and we can work with that. You don't have to go out and buy anything expensive. Nice to have in your car, or just even walking around. If you're walking a dog down the road and you're worried about critters and stuff, this can come invaluable, all right, because it gives you length, and once you start practicing a little, the action and the speed and the power that can come through just the tip of this when it hits, or even the side, phenomenal, all right. So, as I've done in the past, all basic, I'm going to get a little more advanced today. So if you've done some of the basic and you remember, fine. If you don't, try to go back. And well, we're all over DATV, Drake.org, and YouTube channel, PKD Grandmaster Bob Lemire. And you'll see a lot of our shows. Okay, so when you're holding this, all right, when you're holding it, you want to be relaxed, all right? See my wrist? It has to be relaxed. And I'm not even holding it tight here, all right? You can when you final strike, if you want, all right? As hard as you want when you final strike. But as you're moving it around, all right, and see what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to get my wrist. I'm trying to get my wrist so relaxed. Look at it. Same thing with the bow that I did last show, big stick, staff. We did this kind of movement, all right? So see how I'm just taking my hand, open your hand up and just have your thumb hold it, all right? And then just wiggle it this way. It looks hard, all right? And you go down this way, it looks like, wow, that's tough to do, and it's not tough to do once you start practicing, but you got to make sure, and I say this to every show, make sure no one's hanging around. I'm scared doing it here because if this leaves my hand for some reason, it goes to a TV camera, so I got to go easy, all right? And I don't trust myself. I'm, multi-million-dollar cameras and equipment here. So never mind the mirror in your room or your lamp or anything. You just don't want to destroy that stuff. Good to do it outside if you can. If you're going to do it in front of a mirror, make sure you're farther away from that mirror. Friends and kids, especially children, keep them away from each other. When this hits you, it hurts. And believe me, you know. I don't have to say. So instead of holding it way down here like a lot of people, I mean, you can strike, right? And that's good. You can do a strike, right? But I like to always have that choke, right? And when I say choke, just like when you choke up a bat, right? You're not down here. So you have more control. You have more control with the choke. I come up here and it's, I feel, depending on the length also, but this is an average length, keep it like that. I open up my hands, all right? And then I just swing I let it, right? And that's just to get some good, it's a nice relaxed workout on your wrist, and so you can have control, all right? Looks a little fancy also. You can have some control, all right? Look, I'm just taking my wrist, and I'm doing this, all right? So now, whenever you're doing an exhibition or you're doing something and you want to, you want to get a little more fancy, all right? You just start, before the attack, give them a little movement. It's hypnotic if you're looking at it, because if you're going to come and attack me and you see me start doing this, you're concentrating on this stick that I have in my hand, which is great for me because I'm coming around you with a kick on the other side. I'll keep that stick moving here, all right? And then I come around here. You're just like looking at the stick saying, where's it going next? Where's it going next? That's how that works. All right, so let's go basic, all right? You have it here, nice choke, all right? And as I've done the last show, you can be in a right fighting stance, all right? You can be in a left fighting stance. I kind of prefer the left when I'm using my right. It's that tripod for balance. See, when I say a tripod, you know how a tripod works. I'm not in this position, and I'm not in this position, I'm not back here. I'm in a comfortable walking. It's like I'm walking, all right? All right? So if I'm in this position here, look at it. Hands are up. When you're going to attack, whenever you give the any kind of weapon to the person, and you say, show me a swing. They like to go, whoa, and you can see, whoa, and they miss, whoa, and they're wide open. Take the stick, all right, and keep it compact to the front, all right, so that after the hit, you recoil. After the hit, you recoil. You can come in, look at, 1, clavicle, head, 1, 2, and then work on the hip jog, right? So not just, all right, you hear, whoa, whoa, whoa. See my hip? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Always add a kick at the end. How's that? If you do a lot of exercises with these sticks and then add a kick at the end, just get used to doing that. Boy, they go together. Now you get the flow. And as I say, it's flow in all your training, all right? It's the flow of your body going in one direction and keep going in a direction that will maximize the power, all right? And here's an example. So say I was in a fighting stance or in a little back stance here, and I wanted to do a spin back attack, all right? Catch him off guard, all right? Whether I hit him or not, all right? All right? See how I'm turning? I can come back with a straight back kick, all right? So he goes up like this. I come in here, snap, and then kick. See, I did that slow, all right? All right? 1, 2, then come in with another attack. All right? So that's fairly easy, any kind of attack. See, I'm in this position. I come in, hands up here. Right? I'm not swinging down where I'm out of control. Here, snap as they come up, front round kick. Or any kick, right? But you want to make sure that it's a good flowing kick. So I'm already moving in that position, see? And that's how we try to save energy, okay? Get some more power, is by, as we're moving to one technique in a direction, and we want to follow up, you follow up. See, I'm not going to do this. Kick, and then come back and kick with the other leg. Kick, then I got to come back and kick. I can do that. But what about hit, kick, all right? Hit, right? See how that flowed together? And again, all these little tips I'm trying to give you, and I give it the same tips every week, so eventually they get in me, if you're watching the show. Never think, all right, I'm going to do 1, 2 technique and stop. Always plan on the next technique, whether it's 1,000,000. You're not going to do 1,000,000, but after you do this and this, prepare yourself for your next move. And a good way to do that is practice all different types of combinations and see what works best, especially if you're doing nice and light in the mirror. See what your body likes. All right? See how I'm following into a pattern of getting my body into a direction with the flow and all the power and energy going without me having to stop and go in a different direction. You can, but it's going to cause you little time and slowness in your attack, a little power, because you're not going in. So think about that type of exercise, anything we do. Right? So you're practicing down, 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 then back, up, down, up, down, up. Look at it, down, up. Get a little fancy, all right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. So when you feel an upswing or a downswing, and again, it's hypnotizing. So all of a sudden they're watching that stick. So you don't want them to have to go to try to grab the stick. You want that stick moving so that because if the stick's right here, all right, and this is, you're all tense, they're going to come at you hard, and it's that one shot. But if the sticks, they have no idea where the stick is going to be, all right, and you're flailing around, they're like, uh-oh, he's got something going on there. And this is very easy to practice, all right? I like to, almost like an involuntary nunchuck here, play this type of game. Right? So you right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I said on this show, I ad-lib everything. I just go with the thoughts that fly through my body because there's so much technique in Taekwondo. And then you give me a weapon, and you just fly, and it comes to you. All right. There's no script. All right. As I think of it, I say, all right, what else from this point on can we add? All right. And especially the basic stuff that we're doing. We're doing so much basic stuff. You can take this, and when you have the stick, you can always have it as a lunge. Snap, all right? Snap. See how I'm snapping? All right? I don't want to do this. All right? And I don't want to go. You gotta be nice and relaxed. Everything's always relaxed. Snap. It's a snap. From that snap, you can get back to another attack. All right, so that's basic. Snap. You can take it. All of a sudden, they're up here. You're coming in straight. All right? Snap. Almost like you're throwing a punch, but you'll straight to the solar plex. Boy, that hurts. If you come up to the throat or the face, a lot of damage, all right? And a lot of damage. So you can hurt someone a lot, so you can't play around. You have to be supervised. Children and older adults have to keep some distance and say, oh, I got too close. No, then it's too late. So pay attention, all right? Up underneath. See, they're coming. Block. Come straight up under here. All right. The poking method. It's like you're poking. You know? The poke hurts. Right. So uppercut. Uppercut. But now you got some distance. Little distance here. Right. They're coming in. You see that opening? You come up under here with this. A lot of damage. You exercise, come in here and straight down this way. Right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Basic. I love it. The more you train with this, and you're not killing yourself. It's a good workout. You can get some good. You're going to do rounds of hitting, moving. Go up and down, a couple of feet up and down, back and forth, rounds. You're going to get a good workout. A whole full body workout. Try to practice right and left. I'm not going to do the left here. I'm a righty. Again, I get nervous about the cameras, and I'm going to stay with my strong side. But you want to do the left to make sure that you can get at least some good power, all right? And you can handle the stick without dropping it. It's again, if you're a lefty, if you're a righty and you try to throw a lefty, you can't. You try to bat rate. It's tough unless you're ambidextrous. But you can still have a good shot with practicing it, all right? And there's. We can practice. 1, 2. See how I'm coming around? At my hip down here. 1, 2. Hip jog, kick. All right? As they say, throw a kick after every set of exercises you do. It'll become habit. You like that? You want to get that habit in Taekwondo where whenever you're doing certain moves, throw a kick. Or whenever you're doing a lot of kicks, throw up a punch. So that both parts of your body are trying to concentrate on working together and getting the flow together instead of fighting each other. All right? And again, that's the more you play around with these. And as I say, a broomstick. You want to buy it now I can't give any commercials out, but you can order these online. They're not expensive. I like the bamboo. This thing, I got a feeling this bamboo stick here, it's probably, I would say 30 years old more. All right, been with me for a long time. I'm pretty loyal to my equipment, and it wears. It's wore down from where I handle it all the time. Just that handle. But what's nice about the bamboo, it's kind of light. It's light, and it's not, you're not going to get any slivers, you know. But, if you were going to make your own kind of varnish it, sand it down, varnish it so you don't get any slivers. No sharp points, all right? Just regular end. All right, so again, as we're being attacked, kind of move around, all right? This is in your hand, so you can kind of move this way, right? Now, thinking about your kicks. You got this in your hand, but let's think about your kicks, all right? Any kick you want to do. And you can follow up. All right, I can do a back kick and then come back in. I'm coming in. Then I'm keeping my body moving like forward to my attacker. Because if I miss him, I'm going after him again. All right. And you can do the same thing after your kick here. Come back if you want to be on a retreat and see what happens, especially if you hit him. All right. See what the next move's going to be. If you did hit someone with this, if they were attacking you, you hit them with this, and they went down, you don't keep hitting them again. All right, you either run or you scream or you do what you have to do, because this is a lethal weapon. And it's if someone was down and you shot them with a gun, they were down. So you don't want to be legally, but if you had a stick, just to protect yourself, it's not against the law. All right, it's a weapon if you attack someone. If you're using it for self-defense, you're trying to save your life. You're worried about the consequences after the fact. Again, also we can use, there's the striking modes that we have. You can pop and just practice them all. Take your stick and just go in any direction and say, wow, here's something new, here's a new way. Even from here I can come up and come down here. All right, I've got the choke that I like. All right, snap, they come in, whoa, straight down on the clavicle, on the head. Boy, that hurts, all right? From here, someone's coming down with their own stick or a pipe. You practice this motion, all right? From here. All right? They're coming straight for your head, all right? You don't know when you're going to do that block until the last second, but you kind of like as far away as you can. If not, even if it was this and you got hit in the hands, again, all right, the fingers they'll heal compared to what's going to happen when you get hit in the head. All right, so common sense. All right, so you're here, they come charging. If they came charging like this, right, here. And when I do that, say I block up here, I like to take my stick and just push this way. So if they were here, they'd have it pushed over. Right? So you come here, you come here, down, and then after you do this, attack, any direction. And the great thing about this, you can reach the knees, you can reach the ribs, you reach to any part of the upper body, you reach the head, all right? And you have, what do we got, another 3 feet there on my arm? So it's a 6-foot length I have to keep my opponent, all right? It's about 6 feet or more. To keep my opponent away. I like that odds, okay? Especially if they had no weapons. If they had a knife, I still like this, all right? Knife is dangerous, but if I had a stick, they want to come in, especially if whatever they're coming in, they're going to be awkward with, especially if, in my mind, people who have that type of a weapon and going to attack you, they don't know what they're doing half the time. They just think they have the knife and they just come slow. So they're going to be slow and they're going to be awkward. So if they're coming in this way, straight in, or even coming this way, you can use this. You come down on a hand like this, you're going to break the hand, and that knife's going down. All right? They're coming down here. You can come up with a hit here, or you can come up here. Now, as they're coming down and they hit this, and you stop them dead, there goes the wrist again, and the knife should fall out. Again, if you have a stick in your hand, if it's possible, to leave and run. Scream. Do whatever you want. Get out of there. Don't confront anyone if you don't have to. Look for the possibility of an exit. Then you call authorities and stuff. I'm not saying anyone to be vigilante, or I'm just saying, you're walking down the street and here comes they're coming at you for some reason. You see what's happening in today's world. All right? That's why if this was always in your hand and It doesn't have to be menacing. You're just going for a walk and you just, right? Look at it. But it's there, right? Dog comes at you. He wants to bite you. You got to protect yourself. My thing is, especially with my family and myself, at all costs protect myself and my family. All right? We'll worry about the consequences after. I'm not going out to look for anything. Not going out to look for fights or to look to harm anyone. But they're out there. They're out there. And as you see, every day there are more and more out there. Learn how to protect yourself. And you say, I don't have time. I know you don't have time. 10 minutes. 10 minutes every other day. Grab a stick in your hand and try to get the feel. Now you don't have to learn fancy kicks. You don't have to learn punches or anything. But you get a stick in your hand that you know you can control. And I'm showing you the basics. But these basics turn into combinations and advance. The more you do the basics, all right? The more you do the basics, all right, and feel the snap, right, and always have control. Never this way. Notice I keep repeating myself. That's important. Because you can have this in your hand all you want. But if you're practicing the wrong way, you know, it's when you get this and you're all over the place, you can't. You're going to be ready, all right? You're ready for a punch, ready for a kick. Here, now I got a stick. I got another weapon in my hand. It's so much fun. I love practicing. I love it. Sometimes I over-practice, and I always have. You got to give yourself a rest, too. But something like this, you could do this all day. And, you know, carpal tunnel, you know, I don't know if I can't say you wouldn't get it, but you get carpal tunnel doing anything, all right? So I've always been, you know, I'm pushing the 70 mark up there. And I've been doing this since I was, you know, a kid, always practicing. 50 years. I started before even with Grandmaster Lee. I used to practice with my friends. We used to read books and stuff, and then I joined with Grandmaster Lee. I've been doing stuff like this, and I think it helps your muscles. You're loosening up your muscles. Because if you do nothing, if you never stretch, never move your body, it's going to tighten up. Right? It's going to tighten up and tighten up and tighten up. And you say, well, I'm too old. No, you're never too old, all right? Go slow. You get out of the chair, and you just bend, and you turn nice and easy, all right? Then you do that every day. Then all of a sudden, you're starting to feel a little better. Then you pick up your legs. You start an easy workout. And there's many videos. And the thing with a lot of videos, and there's a lot of beginner videos with these, Carly and Sticks and whatever. They're fun. They're good. They're really you can see them on YouTube. And then there's advanced. Don't grab a stick and try to do the advance right off the bat. You're going to lose the stick. You're going to get hurt. And you can hit yourself on the head with this, in the eye and stuff. These things, you know, boom, all of a sudden, you always get the black eye. Oh, from me, you know. So go easy. Try to learn from the beginning, all right? You're a mother and you're in your 60s, or a grandmother, and you have mops and brooms that are old in the house. Cut it down. Put that in the back of your car. Put it on the side. You know, the side between the seats. Now all of a sudden, you have something that'll protect you. All right, if you need it. All right, and they sell the dowels. Never mind the brooms and stuff. They sell nice dowels. You want something that's going to be comfortable to your grip. All right. If it's too small, then you got too tight. And if it's too big, now you know. So get something that's really comfortable for your grip. Right? And then just practice these little exercises that I've been trying to show you in the beginning of the day. All right? Just walk around. Just try to feel where the stick is going at all times, right? And how you can control it. All right? How you can control just walking around, holding the stick. All right? And then practice a couple of techniques on how you can block. All right? How you can attack. All right, how you can fake, all right, if you want to throw some kicks. And if you don't want to throw a kick, it's fake. All right, you know, you come down here, all right, and if you hit them, boom, you fall right up. I'm hitting them, or they blink. Look at where my hand is. My hand's never down here, all right? So it's a wah, boom, all right, wah, boom. Any technique you want to do that's going to complement that first attack, or the first feint, or, you know. And Again, if you want to watch the show, datv.org. Google DATV Drake It. There's a DATV in Daytona. I don't know what that's all about, but DATV Drake It. You'll have all our shows, Channel 8, all our shows. If you want to catch the podcast show, I have a sports podcast show, USTS, the Ultimate Sports Training Show. So if you can catch that, that's on YouTube also. And I have shows. I've been doing shows like this for almost 30 years here and up in New Hampshire. They're so much fun, and I meet so many people in the streets, and it's people who were watching me when they were 5 years old, all right? And they're 35 years old. I see them in the supermarket, and they're saying, I've been training with you for that, and that's exactly what it's all about. Especially if you don't want to go to a school, martial arts school, you have, whether money or time, whatever, it's on TV. We're on Channel 8, DATV. I think they put it on about 5, 6, 7 times a week, something like that, different times. And believe me, you'll enjoy it so much once you start moving around, doing basics. I try to give you a different variation of Taekwondo, and if it's just not Taekwondo, any kind of martial arts each week, all right? Or every 2 weeks I have a show. So you can have fun going back, looking basic. Just click anyone. You'll say, whoa, this week I'm doing all basic kicks. Next week I'm doing kicks with hands. All right? Then I'm doing a bow. I'm doing nunchucks. All basic. All right? And you don't have to go to expensive school if you can't afford it. It's about all the time we had today. It goes by fast. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Till next time, have fun and train hard.